Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to go ahead and continue this Berserker run that we've started last time. And I guess it's technically not a Berserker run yet, it's still a, because we don't get Berserker, the subclass, until, we defeat Tengu and equip his mask. But, we've already featured Warrior on this channel once, and we played Gladiator last time, so just want to make sure I'm not repeat. I try not to repeat stuff. I'd like to play, or to, excuse me, feature all 10 of the subclasses on the channel at least once. So Gladiator is what we're doing, or excuse me, Berserker, not Gladiator, Berserker. So giant thieves aren't as dangerous as a lot of other giant enemies, but they can, like you notice, I took a lot of incidental damage from skeletons there as I fought the giant thief, and I am starving for no reason too. So we're gonna go ahead and take a point in Iron Stomach, just to get the increased speed of consuming food. The parry effect on it that reduces damage by 100% can be useful, and I really like using it if I have a Horn of Plenty available. But outside of that situation, the only time I really find it useful is fighting Tengu. You can use you can eat a piece of food to ignore his bombs, which is pretty useful. Alright, so we've got a levitation potion, so we'll go ahead and spend that here. And that is a great sword. This wow. We are very likely going to be putting points in Strongman so we can excuse me, equip some of these items. A greatsword is absolutely usable for us, and it's kind of wild to have a greatsword and plate armor by floor 6, so we're doing pretty well here. Bunch of potions of healing. There's a potion of strength. I think that brings me up to 13, which I can't make use of immediately, but... Alright. Where is that strength potion? Let's go ahead and drink that. Yeah, it brings me up to 13. So, wow! This is a, I really hope I don't lose this run. That'd be quite a bummer to lose this much, gear that I can start investing in immediately. Got lucky with another secret room that was, visible because of the shape of the library as well. I think... There we go, that's why I didn't find it. If you find a secret room and it seems like there's no loot in it, just check for, especially if it's, like a weird little hallway type shape like this, that usually means there's a second attached secret room. Okay, so we identified our first ring as a +1 ring of sharpshooting, which can be pretty decent. We have a boomerang. Berserker doesn't really benefit in any way from ranged weapons. That being said, attacking at range is still good because it does damage when the enemies can't damage you, which is always good. So, but it's not something I'm going to focus on, so we're like not upset to have a ring of sharpshooting, but we're probably not going to specifically keep it over much else, as it doesn't really synergize with the kit very much. I guess I can say it's nice that because Warrior doesn't really like doing most of the things that I think are generally good in Pixel Dungeon, it does give me a lot of opportunity, like since I'm trying to create content and kind of like feature a lot of different things that the game has to offer. Warrior gives me an opportunity to pick the things that I don't usually pick, so that's kind of nice. Let's see, we've got the Fire Elemental quest here. Generally not too tough on that one. It's I think the only thing I really have to say about the Fire Elemental quest is that occasionally it's annoying for inventory management reasons. Since you have to carry the 4, excuse me, the 4 candles, and sometimes in this floor, since you only have one of the inventory expansion items, it can be not necessarily easy, but I guess it's fair to say it's easy. It can be easy to be filled up on your inventory this early, which is manageable if you throw stuff down the chasm and whatnot, but I don't know. It can be obnoxious to do that, I think. So, alright. What are we Ooh, we got a crystal mimic. That's pretty cool. Oh, we don't have the key anyway. We can probably handle the crystal mimic at this point. I don't want to be starving necessarily, but we're not super worried about it. We might, excuse me, we might complete the Wand Maker's quest first, so that we have a ranged option available, and possibly a way to slow the mimic, because I think I can never quite tell when the crystal mimics are going to fight me versus when they're going to run away, but it does seem like they do at least a little of both of those behaviors. So, and stole a potion of healing but died immediately. Giant Alright, that looked dangerous for a second there, and hopefully we'll be fast-forwarding through a decent amount of that. I think I waited a little bit too long. I don't know, I was kind of holding my breath there, a little bit worried about dying. I can see our second ring is identified now as a Führer ring, which is actually pretty decent with the shocking enchant that we have on our sword, and that will kind of synergize with the way that we conga lined those enemies as well by running around for a while, which is nice. We've got some talent points to spend. We're going to go ahead and grab Lethal Momentum. We're going to put both points into it, because having a guaranteed free turn after killing an enemy is just... I like it being guaranteed, because I think it's easier to play around when you can plan for it, and not just hope that it happens on a chance. So, that's my thoughts on that. Let's go and eat the steamed fish so we don't have to worry about health for a while, and then I'm just going to drink a healing potion. We got pretty lucky early on with how much those dropped, so... hopefully we can fight the guard in peace here soon, because he is becoming a problem for, well, he's been a problem the whole time, but we would really like to finish him off. Oh, let's set him up to get lined up. Oh, and you know what? I keep on messing up the kiting because I have the Führer ring. That's what's going on. So I have to pay attention to the turn timer and attack him twice sometimes. And that'll just be, I guess, when I don't create a new circle. So it's like once every like 10 or 12 actions, it looks like, or something like that. It looks like I'm barely gaining turns with the, so I'm probably only getting like 10% attack speed or something like that. It's still technically something, but it's, it does give us an option to upgrade, but it, you know, attack speed doesn't contribute to big blocking power or big base damage, and those are the stated goals of this build, so it's unlikely that we'll be investing in either of our rings. But both of them are decent, so we're certainly not unhappy to have them, and we could have gotten much worse options, or much less useful options even, since both of them are... What is that? That's a geyser trap. That should just send me back. Oh, it didn't even knock me back. That's strange. Let's go ahead and do the fire elemental there. Unfortunately, there's only a little bit of water in that room, so the fight might get a little bit tricky. But I'm not super worried about it. The fire elemental doesn't tend to be very difficult. Though repeated skeletons always a problem in the prisons. It's funny because you never think about them much as enemies, but just because of the number of them that tend to spawn and the fact that they always do a little bit of death rattle damage, makes them probably overall like the most serious threat in the prisons. I think would be fair to say. That fire lasts for quite a while. It's kind of surprising. We're just going to take this one because we're in water. And that should be fine. We might have to heal here. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to drink a healing potion here. We're taking a lot more damage than usual because it was a bad idea to step into into the doorway there. And unfortunately, we got punished for it with a string of dodges from the enemy. So it just happens that way sometimes. But now we can collect our wand and then go see about beefing with that crystal mimic. So, alright, we got a blast wave wand. That's a pretty good one. We're actually we're definitely gonna grab that. Oh, it's a +2 blast wave as well. So we might be able to chase the crystal mimic to the point that we can get a chasm kill on it. We don't have a way to slow it down, so it's gonna be hard to catch and kill normally, but we can certainly, I believe, knock it down to the next level. So let's continue to munch on food to keep our health high. We got the other crystal. Oh, that's the mimic. There we go. So now it's running from us, and we'll start chasing. And we saw some chasm in a hallway down south a little bit, so we'll just have to... There we go. We should be able to manipulate it to go, and you can just go opposite the direction you want to trick the enemy into going if you're trying to... though I don't actually know if I'm going to be able to get an angle to knock it off here. Okay, we might have to think about this a little bit harder. There's also more chasm down here, so that we can almost definitely use. Okay. Keep on doing a weird little dance here. Alright, let's see what happens. Okay, that didn't chasm kill him, but it trapped him in a corner in a way that I'm not sure that it can recover from. We'll go ahead and take another paralyze on it, and then we will actually just get a normal kill on it, probably. Yeah, there we go. More boomerangs and sandals of nature. That's certainly an interesting artifact. We'll go ahead and put those on. I do not want to deal with that thief. I'm sure there's a way we can get a chasm kill here. Though this, the fact that it's +2 is making this surprisingly difficult with the small chasms that I've got available. Like, I'm not finding situations where I'm able to turn those small chasms into kills. That's kind of funny. Go ahead and drink some water there, or drink some dewdrops, and then... Okay, this one... There's got to be a way to make this one straightforward, right? If I shoot here, that should knock him here, 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 and that would also knock me across, so that doesn't get the chasm kill. Man. We might actually end up making some blizzard brews anyway, even though we got the wand of blast wave, just because like my brain intrinsically I spend enough time using blizzard brews that I kind of I can mentally figure out how they work. All right, we're gonna get rid of that guy because he is causing us issues. And I guess that is the nice despite making chasm kills hard because of the bonus on it, it does allow us to send enemies real far away in crowded rooms, which is nice. And also make a lot more use of paralyzing them in tight quarters, I guess. But we don't want to do it in a situation where they're adjacent to us, because that would knock us back as well, and likely paralyze us, which is bad. Alright, we should actually open the real chest, too. And I didn't check to see what was in it. It's a diamond ring. Since we don't currently have any thrown weapons that we have the strength requirement to use, we'll just go ahead and pop that on instead of the range sharpshooting. And getting kind of low. Let's eat some food here. How are we doing on seeds? We can upgrade it once. And I think Fade Leaf is probably the best one to end on. So we'll feed it Fire Bloom, we'll feed that, and then we'll feed Fade Leaf. 3 seeds to get the first level upgrade. And then... Is that everything for now? I think that is everything for now. Should really start spending some of these scroll of upgrades. The problem is, like, we're trying to upgrade 2 items that are so far out of reach. So, I don't know. We may as well get started early. And we're gonna do the armor first, because getting a +6 plate armor early on makes you take 0 damage for a very long time, which you know, right now I'm kind of like burning through my health potions and burning through consumables, and it feels a bit hectic. But as soon as we start, as soon as we get that big armor on, we should be safe for a while, which is nice. We got a chasm spawn here. That's great synergy with my blast wave wand, probably. I think. I don't actually know if we can make use of it. Yeah, there we go. It took 2 shots. I think I saw him drop something too, but I might be saying hallucinating that because I hope he dropped something. I think they generally drop a weapon or an armor, if they drop anything. So either way, I'm not worried about like a potion shattering or anything like that, which is nice. Yeah, we'll keep on upgrading the plate armor, at least until +6, because +6 is the threshold where it has 16 strength requirement. And actually, we're probably only going to upgrade it to +5, since the upgrade on the seal will bring it to +6. So at that point, we'll either start upgrading the great sword, or I still kind of want to hold out for a better tier 5 weapon, but like the great sword is just good. It's I've never been upset about upgrading a great sword. Like it's never been a problem for me. It just doesn't let you see like, you know, the big 3-digit damage numbers that you can get out of the great axe or the glaive, which is always what I like to greed for. Let's eat some food, fix that starving, and 4 HP isn't a lot, but it'll do for now. Alright, we should probably spend some more talent points too. Okay, we are actually getting low enough that Hearty Meal might make sense, which is kind of funny. But I still think Iron Will is probably overall the most useful thing at a tier 1. What are we going to do here? I think... Do we have any... Yeah, we have 2 Arcane Stylize, so we're going to go ahead and put 2 points in Runic Transference so that we can try to enchant our armor. And this way, if we get a... Ooh, we got a Glyph of Anti-Magic. That... feels pretty promising. I haven't actually done a lot of anti-magic runs. It's a very rare glyph, so you know it's not super often that you're able to take advantage of it. That guy dropped I think he's guaranteed to drop a remove curse scroll, so hopefully it didn't fall into a fire trap or a place that is a fire hazard in any way. We might have to be a little bit more careful about... Oh gosh, the anti-magic is nice. I just got zapped for 1 damage, and it feels so good. Gosh, that's gonna be excellent on the plate mail once we make that switch. Once we're able to make that switch. Not that we can choose to do it early or anything like that, but we're getting pretty close. That brings us up to 14 strength. So actually, as soon as we find the next upgrade scroll, we're probably going to start wearing that plate armor, because we can bring it down to a 15 strength requirement, and the penalties for being only 1 strength under the requirement aren't that bad. Let's see. We know what the transmute scroll is, so just by seeing this scroll, we know that's another scroll transmutation, so we'll go ahead and grab that. Then we got healing potion, unknown potion, or Chihuahs. We'll go ahead and grab the healing potion. It probably would be safe to go for a different potion, because we're about to hit the point that that we stop taking damage and everything starts getting easy, but I'm surprised oh, there it is. I do have a purity potion in my inventory. Okay. I was starting to wonder where that was. I think we might actually end up taking a little bit of damage just because of the shape of this. Nope, we were able to escape it exactly. Fortunately, the Necromancer summoned the skeleton in a way that I thought was going to be a problem until I saw the door there. So the door makes it a lot better. There we go. Yeah, and we just wanna go downstairs and look for that upgrade scroll ASAP. I think is going to be the game plan here. Let's see. I'm sure it's gonna be locked behind one of the key rooms, but there is a key, so that's nice. And the anti-magic makes us a lot less worried about. They still deal damage, and we'll still try to stand at an angle where we don't get hit by it. But ooh, that's a ring of evasion. We're pretty unhappy with that as Berserker, but we're not Berserker yet, so it's actually really good for like the very immediate term to have that ring of evasion. I am going to go ahead and equip the Agate Ring over the Ring of Furor, just because I want to see what it is. And we're gonna drink that health potion just to make absolutely sure we don't die here of being stubborn, because I would like to equip this plate armor. We might actually just this isn't a very good damage wand, but it is kind of working in a pinch, and we don't want to deal with an evasive enemy right now, so good enough. It'll respawn, or it'll recharge. Alright, unfortunately no upgrade scroll in here, and I don't think... I guess we could turn the bland fruit into something, but I don't really have any seeds I care to mix with the bland fruit right now, so we'll go ahead and explore the rest of the level, continue on looking for that upgrade scroll. I'm feeling a lot better now that I've actually just drank that health potion, though, and I'm not running around at 15 HP. Plus, the evasion ring is really a +1 evasion ring that increases my dodge chance by more than 25, just over 25%, which is very strong. We're gonna... Ooh, I wonder, do we get a paralyze in that? Yeah, we do. That's cool. It is so nice that we just don't have to worry about... That's such a significant amount of damage reduction that I don't have to take the incidental caster damage while I'm running away from them. Because that's like the way the casters work in this game, right? They do so much damage that the only reasonable play to make is to run away from them, because they'll just destroy you otherwise. But even while you're doing that, they're able to like do enough damage on fade away to continue to be a threat. Man, we are getting so many rings this playthrough. That's a blacksmith opportunity there, even, it looks like. Alright, let's go. Do we have the... We do not have the haste potion yet, so we need to continue exploring. Excuse me, we're also starving, so I need to... let's go ahead and eat that food. And probably would have been better to not wake this guard up and hope that he didn't wake up, but I don't know. I'm at this point I'm pretty much in the mode of full clearing, and I've got 2 health potions left, and I'm comfortable even going down to 0 here, honestly, just because it really does become the run becomes infinitely easier as soon as I find the upgrade scroll that's guaranteed to be on this floor. So unless I missed an upgrade scroll earlier on, I guess that's always a possibility, but it's it feels pretty rare that I miss the strength or upgrade scrolls. Yeah, there we go. There's the upgrade scroll. So let's detach our seal, equip our big old plate armor, affix our seal once again. Actually, we want to do that in the other order, because this way, it's especially nice that our anti-magic is on the seal, because that means we'd never have to risk overrating it with a scroll of upgrade when we're upgrading the armor, which is another benefit of the runic transference skill. So there we go. We're a little bit slower than normal, but we've got +6 plate mail of anti-magic. Let's yeah, that's gonna make us pretty tanky in a way that I'm happy with. So what is this? That's a summoning trap. We're just gonna step on it, and ooh, we definitely don't want to let the thief steal from us. That would suck. He stole a healing potion. I'm actually honestly not even that worried about it. Like I would chase him down if I didn't have a lot of other stuff to deal with, but yeah, we're gonna fast forward here. So all right, there we go. And look, we got a health potion drop from the floor anyway. So even though we lost the health potion to this thief. You're gonna try to steal another potion from us? This time it's personal, because I think that golden potion's gotta be my haste potion. Ooh. We apparently trapped him into a dead-end room, though. I guess the magenta potion could be the haste potion. Can't carry potion of mind vision. That is unfortunate. What are we gonna... Let's throw some stuff down the chasm. And we're right about at Tengu, so... Oh man, this plate armor of anti-magic is gonna make Tengu so trivial. We're probably just gonna... I'm gonna try just walking through the lightning traps. It's gonna be real funny when I do that, and I get slapped by them anyway. But all right. Normally I would try to chasm kill this chest, but honestly, it can't damage me with my armor. I think so. We're just gonna fight it. Oh, I guess it can damage me. That is a surprise, and we've actually taken almost 18 damage from that mimic chest. So, oops, that was less than ideal. We also completely forgot to do that sacrificial altar, which not super important since we have a great sword to upgrade eventually. But the sacrificial altar could still give us a better tier 5, or honestly, at this point, I would prefer it to give me a, let's see, this, I'm actually going to have to unequip my armor here. Oh, and I don't have any space for it. That's unfortunate. How are we gonna handle this? We're gonna... Can I blast wave the thief? So yeah, I can. So we'll throw some psi down the thing. So I'm unequipping my armor because I want to kite this thief, which means I can't be slow. So I can't be wearing my large plate mail armor. And what we're gonna do is we're going to, with movement speed, kite him into place. And then, once we've blocked the path, we're going to re-equip our armor, and we're going to fight him until he dies to the sacrifice altar. There we go. So, still have to make some concessions to the fact that you're wearing the plate armor, but like in this case, this necromancer will actually complete the altar for him by himself, because all of the summons that the necromancer makes count for the trap altar, so... Unfortunately, only one of the skeletons is actually going to follow us here. Maybe we can get the necromancers. There we go. Hopefully the necromancer should just complete the summon altar for us now. Assuming we can actually kill his lackey, which does not seem to be the case. Yeah, we would actually need a higher damage weapon to do that, so unfortunate. But we can still kill the necromancer. He doesn't heal himself, and we're still not taking any damage, so... There we go. That potion. Let's see, we got 1 point here. We'll go ahead and grab 1 point in liquid willpower. Regaining some seal is always nice. There we go. A prison guard who will happily follow us into feeding the sacrifice altar. And hopefully we get something we can just equip now. That's really what I'm hoping for. Still didn't drop. Almost there, I guess. Another one of the necromancers, which, if we could kill the skeleton through their healing stream, we could use to finish the sacrifice altar, but with our +0 shocking short sword, we're not quite capable of that. Go ahead and unequip our armor, because we don't want to be slow, and I have 3 unidentified potions here, so we'll just go ahead and start drinking them until we find the right one, which didn't take long, so that's pretty nice. We find a sword, which, honestly, I see that it's uncursed. I'm just going to equip it, because it's going to do better than the short sword. There we go. Those are much better damage numbers. That smacks of being an enchanted sword. Or, I wonder if I have a Stone of Detect Magic. I do not. I do have Stone of Clairvoyance that I should try to use for some purpose. There we go. And normally we'd be worried about kiting while the robot can shoot us, but anti-magic armor, pretty exciting. Yeah, this sword definitely feels enchanted. We are absolutely slapping with it. And I think despite doing that sacrifice altar to get a weapon we can use, I don't think it's likely that we're going to switch off this sword. This sword seems to be delivering the goods. It's probably technically not worth it. We're probably taking more damage than we heal from the meat that these fish drop, but they're not doing that much to me, and I really want to identify this sword. Of course, if they just constantly dodge me, that won't help. It's also just time to. So yeah, I'd like to. I'm gonna dirtle around on this floor until I identify my sword, but then we'll go fight Tengu once we know what our sword is. Actually, I guess identifying items requires gaining experience, and I don't know if I'm... Oh yeah, I am gaining experience. Okay, yeah, that's a +2 sword. We're pretty happy with that. That fits the bill almost perfectly for an intermediate weapon that we can use for now. So this is definitely at the state I think where the run is pretty much guaranteed to win, which is nice. Notably, we targeted the square in front of the thief there to make sure that the direction we sent him backwards was where we wanted to send him. Alright. Excuse me. Oh, Lord. I'm gonna have to use the power of editing to get rid of me coughing. Okay. So the first phase is going to be super simple. We're going to slowly walk towards Tengu. We're going to laugh at him every time he throws a shuriken at us. and take our time memorizing, because the poison in this room can still actually damage us quite a little bit if we don't pay attention to it, but Tengu absolutely cannot. So we're just gonna look at the pattern every time and walk straight towards him. Or not straight towards him, but you know, we don't care about how many turns it takes to get to him when he's dealing 0 damage with every single shuriken. I screwed that up and I didn't pay attention to the back half of it, but luckily we've got a Stone of Clairvoyance here, so I'm going to throw that right next to me to make sure I don't throw it at a trap. That's a bit of a bummer to lose what's essentially like a magic mapping in a pinch, but it'll prevent us from dying, which is usually a good thing to do in this game. Usually a good thing to do in most games, honestly. There's I don't know, I'm sure there's some avant-garde game out there where the way that you win is by dying, and that's the goal of the game. But that certainly does not seem to be the way that Shattered Pixel Dungeon works. So we identified our ring, by the way. We got a Ring of Elements, and that's what our duplicate ring is too. So I guess technically it actually works for Tengu. So do I even want to keep the dodge ring on? Do I have... So the only reason that I don't want to equip that second ring is because it might be cursed, but honestly I don't even know if I've identified the remove curse scroll. I have not, so I might have 2 or 4 remove curse scrolls in my inventory. So we're gonna go ahead and just equip that Ring of Elements on top of our evasion ring, and yeah. So we'll just walk straight at him, then we'll dodge this. Oh, we don't actually have any food to eat. I guess we have mystery meat. So what we're doing is we're taking advantage of the hardy... Oh, wait, we only put 1 point in Iron Stomach, too. Whatever. We'll still dodge most of it and just walk right through him. We'll get rooted, but we'll get burnt. And the Ring of Elements actually seems to be reducing the burn damage to nothing, which is nice. We're still rooted for 10 turns because we ate mystery meat, but not doing anything. So we're certainly the tanky juggernaut of the Berserker Fantasy. Okay, we just took... Yeah, we're taking 7 lightning damage, so we don't quite have enough magic resist to just stand in the lightning traps, which is actually really annoying because he completely covered himself in lightning traps there. I did not know his AI would allow him to do that. Hopefully, we can knock him out of that spot by just blast waving him repeatedly. So that spot is pretty bad for me. Maybe we can throw a potion at him. We do have a potion of Liquid Flame, so we'll go ahead and throw a Liquid Flame potion at him. And there we go, he teleports away, so we should be able to move to him now. Go ahead and actually pay attention to his abilities, since we are actually taking some damage now. And because we're slow, we're eating a lot of burn, so it's still not more than we're worried about being able to heal through, but I was hoping that I would be able to ignore the mechanics of this fight and just walk directly at him and kill him, and that does not seem to be the case. Though the Ring of Elements is keeping the burn damage is incredibly low, despite how much of it I'm taking. Like we have gotten hit in this fight way more than I would expect for only having to use 1 health potion for it. We're getting clapped here, but not actually dying that hard. So let's see. I've realized that the lightning traps, by the way, don't cover the entire area that their graphic covers. They just cover the cross and the X pattern that they flash with. So you can technically walk through them if you're careful, but we're just doing the Berserker thing of using overwhelming tankiness to... we don't have Berserker equipped yet, but we're playing Berserker in Spirit already. So we are now Berserker. And do I have any talent points to spend within Berserker? I do. I'm going to get Strongman, just because I have a great sword. I have plate armor that I want to be stronger for. Strength is good for warrior. I don't know. I don't need to justify myself taking Strongman. I'm taking it because I like it and I want to. We might actually consider Hold Fast, too, just because I'm trying to play the tankiest build I can. I generally think Hold Fast is bad, because anything that costs standing still and doing nothing for a turn, I usually think there are better things you can be doing with your actions, but it is technically extra tankiness, and we're playing Warrior. We're certainly not doing the most optimal things that can be done here. We'd be playing a different class if we were worried about being optimal. We could technically hold on to the Ring of Sharpshooting, but honestly, we're at the point where we're already equipped our plate armor of endgame viability, and we're close to equipping our greatsword / the plate armor is big enough that we might even hold out for an item that does more damage than the greatsword. So Nadiz and Manas are definitely Magic Map and Remove Curse, which is pretty nice. And the fact that I have more manas, or 4 manas scrolls, makes me think that that's probably Remove Curse, which is real exciting. Unfortunately, I've got perfect RNG so far, and nothing is cursed. Woe is me. I can't use my 5 Remove Curse scrolls because nothing is cursed. Oh, I need to end the episode here anyway. I'm still playing on as though I don't know. I'm quite happy with the fact that I was able to do Tengu, not pay attention to any of his mechanics, get hit by everything, and just be like, whatever. I'll drink 1 healing potion and just kind of like walk towards him, take all the damage, and kill him anyway. It was quite a fun thing to do after spending as much time as I do, like micromanaging around fights and dodging every attack and etc. To just be like, look at me, I'm warrior. I have giant anti-magic armor and 2 rings of elemental resistance. Your fire means nothing to me. Your lightning barely hurts me. Your shurikens surely don't hurt me. The only downside is that often I'll take 2 points in Iron Stomach so that I can parry the bomb as well, but I didn't actually do that time, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Alright, I'm going to stop rambling. We'll go ahead and go back to the previous level here, and yeah, we're going to call it an episode there. So, as always, if you have any questions about what you saw in the video, or there is anything that you want to see in a future video, let me know in the comments, and I will try to get back to you as soon as possible. Other than that, I hope anybody who watches this far, hope you enjoyed the video, and I will catch you next time. Bye-bye!